We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Yellow, ours go on, 80! Off deck, baby, off deck!
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. The end result, 21 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, set, 15, run, 15 line. Here we go. Tighten up, tighten up. Hey! Tighten up.
They begin with a run by Smith. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Go!
On second down, it's Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a third down.
On the double.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Hey, Zoo.
They'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Check it back, check it back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go. Hey, red wave. Watch twist. Hey, 57 colors.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
We got it.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hey, foxtrot. Look at me. Zip it. Let's go.
2nd and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey. 5.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Smith. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On second down, here's Smith. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Bullet high. Hey, Alpha. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Get it.
Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Matt Wild now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is fielded at the 27. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Leo! No. Look at me. Score.
A first down carry for Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, exit.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Diggs has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the... He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 17-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Back 22, back 22. I'm on. Like 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
2nd and 4. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Rock it. 52, 5.
Again, it's Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go, D. Protein spell. Check nickel. Wide. Get wide. Check 3. Spot. Yes. No. Big grip.
They'll run on first down. Smith. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Blue draw quarters. Check 13. Go. Go.
They'll run it here with Smith. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Topper! Jim! Hard!
Now it's Dorsett. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. He's checking. Pilot 64, weak. Switch. Hey, Sam off. Kill. You go tight. Now. You got tight right there. Get it.
Now it's Smith running right. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 99. Joker. Shift. He's coming. We got double up. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Echo.
2nd and 9 now. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
First down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Peterson running right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Mahomes going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Hey, Charlie. 54.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This to Jarwin. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a... Vikings slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. He's crashing. He's
on the ground. This is Smith. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, wahoo!
42, man, 42. In your face.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Hayes. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Go. Ready?
They'll run it again with Smith. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes, throw left side complete. It's Carter. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Get there.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's complete to Diggs.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Mahomes again, escaping the pressure right. And he's able to find Diggs. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First down. Here's a run with Peterson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Right. On the line, right.
27. Come on. Chance.
Hey, 57.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Attack!
From the 16, Mahomes. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Zipper!
On 1st down, Smith. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Yellow. There's a lot of light.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
Hey, color.
47, check my 47.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Exit.
On third down, it's Walker, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And the Vikings first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Kill, kill, kill.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Vikings, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit